It's lovely. Look at this, beautiful. You know, life is back to front. Now, what do you mean by that? Life is back to front. Well, I used to be good at earning money, but I did go into I did 120 hours a week one time, studying, and I also did worked hard for money too. And it's so hard to. I get so into it. It's normal for me to work so hard. But if you want this life I have, not working for money and money makes money work for you in your sleep, you have to do hard, you have to do that grind, you have to do that rejection. Now what do I mean by rejection? When I first started trading, I thought it was easy. It's actually very hard. It was very hard for me. And if you read the books of any successful traders, they will say you have to lose money first before you can make the money. One of the reasons why I live simply is I have a regular income from trading. I might get my big success once per year, if that. Sometimes it may take longer. So how have I done it? Discipline. Say I go to the gym and I see all these. There's another fellow, mobile traveller on the going somewhere. But what I'm saying to you is this life can be done, but you have to cope with all the rejection. So I'm going back to my trading, but it's so hard to get everything together. It's so hard because people get too busy working for money. And then they get trapped. And I suppose once you've made it, like I've made it in certain ways, you're odd to your own. And I think that's the key. Everything's back to front. Once you've made it, you're odd to your own. And it's actually the same with TEFL teaching. That's why I can be with successful people. Because teach English as a foreign language, I'm not threatening to the successful person abroad, and they like being with me too. Because it's win-win for me, it's win-win for them. Everyone wins. And I like it too, to be honest. Life is back to front. You'd also think Cambridge and Oxford, as a teacher, would be higher than me. Well, no. I didn't need to work for money. The problem with Oxford and Cambridge is, because I've read some books on successful people from Oxford, also graduates, very successful people. They're very good at ticking the boxes. They can ace exams. But they might be good at acing exams, but could they do what I do? Be disciplined in making money and have an odd income? That might be hard for them. Because if I'm honest with you, most people are best to do the opposite. That is, work for money and to have a financial advisor and to do everything the financial advisor advises. And the person works for money. But if I'm honest, my life is random. But on the other hand, I've had all these experiences. Whereas if I was working for money and had a mortgage and everything else, I'd have to keep working just to pay the bills. I might not be able to retire because I might not have enough money to keep my house and do the repairs and run the car. Because houses are a money pit in certain ways. So it's weird how life is. And once you get life together, you are much more at peace. Because I see that in my everyday life, not just here, but I mean generally. Wherever I go, most people are very busy, working for money. But I can only speak for myself. I'm studying, no pressure, beautiful day to day. Life's back to front. Strange, isn't it? That's my position. Strange. The less you have, the less you need. And the more you respect money, the more money respects you. Strange, isn't it? You make money and you sleep. And you don't need to work. Amazing, isn't it? It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. One of the bonuses of my life is I've got no stress of working for money or doing a job I don't like. Imagine having to work in a place you don't like people, you don't like the cultural mix of people. Because that happens, see. Some cultures people clash with and you just won't like it. It doesn't matter what it is. Me, I don't get those problems. Well, I do, I get it occasionally if I'm in a shop. I might have a cultural misunderstanding. But doesn't that happen to anyone? You can't avoid that. But imagine having to work with someone for 8 hours you didn't particularly want to work with. That must be awful, it must be stressful. My life's better. Life's back to front. That's my position. See you later.